Hey Ken, I know you guys take game plans week by week, but how important was it to see that type of production from Isaiah McKenzie yesterday? And what does that slot position just mean to your offense and mean to Josh too?
Yeah, I think it's obviously it's big for us to have contributions by multiple guys. So I think you kind of see that week in and week out that different guys have been stepping up and having big games for us. And you try to design stuff and create opportunities for different guys to be primary receivers. On different concepts, and at times they get open. At times defenses do a good job in taking them away, and so it's good to see Isaiah come up with a big game with the production that he had, and really kind of take some of the pressure off of the other guys, and create issues for a defense with his speed and what he can do with the ball in his hands after the catch.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey Ken, this is a little off topic, but just kind of out of
Mhm.
curiosity, Tyler Bass's range obviously affects where you guys need to reach on offense. So when he has a game like yesterday, he misses a point after, Sean talked about how much he trusts him. We've seen what he can do and his ability to flush it, but do you ever check in to see like how he's feeling in case it then impacts what you guys need to do? Or is that something that's, you just go according to
Yeah.
what you're going to do anyway?
I would say it's more a change based off of maybe the conditions, weather-wise, or something like that, more so than Tyler. Because I think probably like Sean said, we all got a ton of faith in him, and he's a pro. He's been through a lot of different situations in his career already, and I think he's got that ability to be that guy to really if he does miss one to bounce back and not let that affect him. He does a great job with that, and I think as a play caller on offense, we've got a lot of faith in him that if we get near his range, he'll hit it for us.
And when you say like it might change more during a weather game, what is that kind of communication like in your role this year versus last year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a communication between me and Coach Smiley down the sideline, and some of the guys in the booth who help us with the situational aspect of things, and where the yard line is, and all that stuff. So those are conversations that are kind of ongoing throughout the game when you are in a weather type game where winds might shift, or it's all of a sudden it starts raining, or whatever it might be. So they're not long conversations. It's just a brief, hey, the line is now in this direction. So it's just something that I think we do a good job in terms of that communication amongst the coaching staff to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey Ken, I don't know if you saw the end of the game, the embrace between Josh and Stephon Diggs. I was wondering what you have to share about the resiliency that Josh is able to have, because Diggs Josh has that fiery attitude, and Diggs kind of can settle him down a little bit, and how that helped you at the end of the game.
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes from just working together and understanding being in different situations, and knowing that from Josh's standpoint that he's got a lot of guys around him that he could trust to make plays for him, and so I think that brews a lot of confidence to where it's not like, okay, I've got to make the play myself. He could trust those guys in critical situations to make plays for him, and whether it's Steph or Gabe or Dawson or any of those guys, because a lot of those guys have had big catches in crucial moments, and throughout the season, whether it's Dawson, on the touchdown drive before, catching the ball on the sideline. That was a huge catch for us. Or early in the year versus Baltimore, kind of having a similar type of play, multiple guys have been able to step up for us in crucial situations. And I think that really helps Josh's confidence. And then, it's just him. He's a competitor. He's the type of guy that, believes in not only himself, but the team and the guys, our ability to, no matter what the situation is, just keep pounding, keep, staying with the process. And we feel like no matter what the situation is, we'll always give ourselves a chance if we're doing the right things.
That rope that he threw to Diggs,
Mhm.
before the game-winning field goal. I mean, how much of that is trust from your eyes?
Oh yeah, no, I think it's a ton of trust. I mean, it's you know, trust in Sean to be able to go for it in that situation and let us kind of take some shots right there at it. There's trust in me and Josh and all 11 guys on the field at the time to execute the line protecting and Steph to run the route and then those other guys to make sure they're doing their job to help open up that opportunity as well. And then obviously Josh and his confidence in Steph to really just kind of step up and give him an opportunity to make a play. So I think that's a huge part of just offensive football and execution in general is just guys trusting each other that they're going to do their job. And if I give you an opportunity to make a play, you're going to make it.
Thanks so much.
No problem.
Hey, Ken, Tim Graham at The Athletic here. Apologize for not having any video.
No worries. You got
I
a great
know that.
picture right there, though.
What's that?
You got a good picture, though, so I still see your face.
That's my brooding 30-something photo. Also 30 pounds ago, too, probably. Hey, I asked this question because I know you've gone up against him before, but is there anything different to this game in your role as the offensive coordinator in your first game against Bill Belichick?
Yeah, I mean, I think each game, each week is just such a unique situation. This league, there's so much parity. There's such a challenge each and every week, whether it's personnel based or scheme based or whatever it is. So, I feel like that, our main focus, whether it's mine or our offense, should always be the first and foremost on us and our execution. And then, secondly, making sure we're putting our guys in position to operate and execute against what they're seeing on defense. So, I don't think there's anything more or less to anything else to this game other than it's our next game. It's what we're focused on, and we take that mentality of focusing on this week every week, and I think that's the only way to do it. So. Obviously, I got a ton of respect for Coach Belichick and everybody over there, what they've been able to do. And it's going to be a great challenge for us coming up this week.
That's all we have time for today. Thanks, Ken.
All right, no problem. Thanks, guys.